thing. And now it's like he's gotten a little bit better, but it's also, you know, the nerves and dealing with Inkling.
Let's see if C8 is able to break through all these grenades and defenses like he was.
Look at this! Look at this! Let me just take him away.
No,
it's not gonna kill. It's not gonna kill.
Just
wow, but
no
unless
room for any kind of comeback from Snake right there, just carrying him off stage. But unfortunately, unlike Captain Falcon, Snake has a very good recovery and is able to come back in those kind of situations.
Even when they're low, they can just blow themselves up and come back, you know. And like it's ridiculous. Ooh, almost trying to get that back air combo.
Those back airs, though AK seems to be a little more aware of these and not going to fall for them quite as easily. But there we go. There's some scenarios where you just can't help it.
And the thing is, he was taking damage slowly the whole time, and then it took one fresh up tilt to kill.
AK immediately getting that stock back, putting it in an even position, now taking the lead.
Not even close, man.
Yeah. Ooh, getting grounded there.
And then we're back.
Getting grabbed.
Look how much damage these characters can get off.
Great down air. Tell him, just get off me. I'm not going to let you do what you want.
Okay, waiting for the bomb to blow up. Not even waiting. Just going to jump over it.
It kind of, you have to force. You're not allowed to stay in one position for long when Snake's putting all these grenades everywhere. You know, it's what makes his stage so great. And an up tilt just to finish up the top there.
Yeah, to send you to the top once again, man. I'm tired of it. And like, this is what it is.
And we see AK now utilizing these up tilts a little bit more than he did the last round with CJ.
I think he's realizing, like, the C8 is, like, keeping a lot of his area momentum against, like, using that against him. But also knowing that AK is taking that as like, okay, well, you know, you're going to be above me, that's fine and dandy. You know, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to put my grenades on the ground a little bit further out than I did before. And I'm going to use my up tilt to solidify this game.
And just complete control on the edge right there. Every option, something was in the way, whether it was the bomb coming from the sky or the grenades. Just no way to get through.
No way to get through.
And that's why it's such a bad idea to let Snake have those positions where he can just set up on you, but it's so hard to avoid them sometimes.
And you're like, you don't have no real range move other than your ink and stuff, which don't even really affect Snake in a way, because he's just gonna pull out the grenade and put it there, right?
Right.
And that's what he wants. You know, please hit me with something that's not really gonna affect me. I could just keep doing my thing.
All right, round 2, taking it to Pokemon Stadium 2.
Trying to get up there. Okay, dodging the.
And that's another thing with those grenades. You can just pop them out and you try to do a down tilt in the combos, but no, the grenade will just stop it dead in its tracks.
Yeah, but like with Inkling, it really don't matter, because once Inkling gets that one hit on you and there's no grenade to bother you, we're going to get that percentage off.
Right now, Inkling doing a good job dealing with all these grenades. Got a good lead at 107. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Yes, sir. And we might see it end. Yep, like that.
Oh, yep,
like that.
Take it just like that.
That's all it takes. Let me get that one grab on you. Both players having like that explosive type of ending right now. I'm just gonna run over.
The jab. Once again, Inkling using the grenade to their advantage right there.
He's just jumping back to stage. I love that, by the way. Just jumping back to stage with grenade in hand. C8 realizing, you know, if I hit that, it's going to be just another trade combo stuff. And even though it would have been in the C8's favor, he's still not wanting to do that. Because this is, once again, Snake falls a little bit faster, gets to the ground, and then he's going to just get set up.
Yes.
He's going to get set up once again.
Great lead, a great read on that last shot, that up tilt to finish.
Jesus, man. Didn't even need the up throw that time.
Yes.
Didn't even need the up throw for that. He just said, I'm going to let your own bomb set you up.
He has a huge lead right now. Let's see if he can keep that lead to the end of this game.
And like I said, you know, it's easy for Snake to get that momentum and try to bring it back. But also, if you're already leading with momentum on Snake, Snake has to work extra hard to try not to just take damage for free. Because as again, Snake wants you to kind of get blown up by these bombs, but if you're constantly interrupting them, we're both getting blown up.
Yes. MK just not finding the good position to set up like he wants to. And CA just taking full advantage of it. Right now, looking for a kill, fishing for a kill right now.
I knew he was
going to get it.
I knew he was going for that up tilt, because
there we go.
Wow, had enough time.
Yeah, at 176, you're going to need to mash like your life depends on it.
Which it did. It very much did. It depended a lot. And so him choosing to get all that out, and them now both have fun money.
Great shift in momentum there by C8. Let's see if C8 can keep up this pressure and if AK can adapt to the new play style or the new, I guess, shenanigans going on. Yeah, shenanigans. See if we got a new stage select here or if we're going right back to Pokemon Stadium 2.
I believe we're going to.
We are switching over to Town and City. Interesting, we now have moving platforms in this stage. That will be interesting. There will be periods where maybe some waiting will happen to see these platforms leave. Right now, AK playing a little more safe, getting the positions that he wants, getting those grenades set up.
It's crazy seeing CH trying to say handle these grenades by just sometimes just shooting the paint out and being like, yeah, I'm gonna use my whip box to push it away from me because I'm not running through from my spot yet.
Ooh, getting good momentum, getting
Still
good.
carrying.
Yeah, carrying up these aerials, but now off stage at 127, not a good position, and the dash attack will take the stock there.
Strong enough, man. Strong enough. And the thing is, like, if AK manages to hold this momentum and manages to, you know, say, screw it, I'm gonna try my best to just work throughout this.
Ooh, great read and punch there from C8. See if we can finish up this stock.
He just had enough time to grab that grenade and ran up there with it, huh?
Of a forward air from Snake, able to get him off.
Man, this is looking
Fishing for a kill with that up tilt there, not quite though. C8 still trying to get a kill themselves.
Yeah, just managing to get the back throw, but not really managing to get anything else.
Snake being so heavy though, it's just such a harder ordeal at times.
Yeah.
That weight really comes into play in situations like this.
Yeah, which I mean, even with all the explosions going on, you know, it just makes it weaker.
There we go, finally getting off that stock.
Yep, okay.
C8's really going to need to pull out some miracles here to get this lead back in his favor, but it looks like that might be happening right now.
I mean, as long as he doesn't get caught up in some explosions that he doesn't want to be in.
Again, it's such a good technique, just holding that grenade and able to just immediately retaliate after a hit like that. That's what makes Snake so impressive.
What a throw. He went in there for that throw, and I mean, he's going in the bounce.
Ooh,
The super bounce.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Didn't even go off stage like
Snake
that.
still having a relatively healthy
Ooh,
lead here at
I like that
one
bomb
side.
setup. The bomb setup to make
90%.
sure.
That
that-
bomb didn't even hit him before up on his head there.
Yeah, it bounced off his head and didn't even hit him. That's insane. What the fuck? Okay, going out there, getting the back
going
airs.
deep in there. Trying to see if we get a good edge guard.
Is it gonna save him? Yeah, he waited, man.
Very hard to predict when the grenade is sent to flying like that.
Not even grenade. He's used the
C4
sticky bomb. Yeah, the C4. And so right now, AK is really just saying, you know, I want to get as much damage as I can before you even get close to this. And with 61%, that's not that bad.
61%, yeah. Not a terrible situation, but still, we do want to get more percent on AK for this to be a little more even.
Yeah, but AK wants to be careful. You know, he can get caught up in his own grenades, and that could be we're back into business. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, they pulled up a grenade and they got out of it. Got out of it for
C8 being a little more aggressive here, trying to get that lead again.
But you know he can take him off stage once, and if he gets him enough to like keep him from going high.
Oh, but the up tilt once again, finishing up that stock there.
No, I'm just looking. AK is one game away.
Yes.
One game away from closing this out. Now it could be that C8 is going to find his way around. And the way he can do all this is getting these grenades to work in his favor, using Snake's grenades against him, and also racking his damage without getting it on himself. And even with the advantage, like say he gets a couple damage on him, he wants to be able to like get the stock at the end, so he doesn't take no more damage than he needs to. Going off stage, look at that.
Bringing it back to Town and City once again. Yes.
Okay, interrupting again. Trying to keep him from spawning grenades by having these true combos. But, okay.
Really using his aerials to his best advantage right here.
Yeah.
But once again, these grenades are so oppressive and everywhere. And it's so hard to get a combo off of Snake when these grenades are blowing up in your face all the time.
They're working out in his favor, though, because he does get to act out first. He does get to act out of his, wow.
Great!
called out the jump
Great
over.
call out from C8 there, putting him in a relatively safe lead.
Living it though, and then jumping off his head.
AK not wanting to let C8 get any sort of lead right now.
That grenade just enough to hit him.
Almost getting a kill there with that back air.
I felt like that was going to be an up tilt, but you know, in a lot of ways, he somehow managed to just barely scoot by it. Yeah, we're taking him off stage.
A good air dodge there.
Damn,
up air.
From ledge.
Very aggressive now.
This is tough right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Because as soon as you get back in the stage, you're like, I'm gonna go get his ass. I'm gonna get his ass.
Immediately shortening the gap, the lead that C8 once had.
And like C8 still can take this stock, but like once again, if he's playing more defensive now.
Yes.
AK's playing more defensive now. He wants to make you run in, so you can try to fight it out.
That's what AK is very good at, knowing when to be defensive and knowing when to be offensive. Right?
Yeah, but this right here is looking tough.
Yeah, right now. Let's see if
He's got him.
C8 can prevent Snake from coming back to the stage. Ooh, using his own bomb to get away from that scenario.
No, that was the Nikita, so it wasn't even going to affect him.
Yeah.
It was just going to hit C8. Just hit Colorado.
Okay. Forward tilt right there.
Okay.
At 161, though, hopefully C8 able to finish up just like
and
that.
we're even game right now.
Even right now. Complete neutral, no platforms at the moment. Right now, it's just we're waiting for something to come by.
It's right now. Both players are just trying their hardest not to get caught up in something, right? Because as soon as Snake gets hit by his own grenade, see it's dead.
Yeah.
You know, AK does not want that. See, here we are, and now you're in the loop zone where you're trying to get out, but now you're getting comboed because you can't land nothing.
Well, now Snake has landed though. Let's see if he can keep his positioning there though. Just non-stop aggression from C8.
Grenade kind of keeping them from getting immediately followed up on again because like,
now Snake in a good position again. And will he able to finish it from here? The dash
Not
attack
just
did
yet.
not finish it.
No, you see him wait for that.
There we go.
Yeah.